Google. Let's go get them again.
What's going on, fragrance family? Welcome to another episode of Samplin Samples Sunday. This series is where I scent as much as the little sample lets me. Of course, this is my scent of the day today, and I'm going to give you as much detail as I can and give you my final thoughts on if I'm going to be buying this one. Am I going to get another sample, or is this the end of the road for this particular set? Today's sample, as you know, is Bowmakers from the brand of DS and Durga. DS and Durga, as I told you, I got tons of samples from this brand. It is, I would say, circa 2020, 2021. I got like 6 or 7 little samples from Lucky Scent. So you're going to see a lot of these from this brand because I was really delving into the brand of Durga. Now let's go under the hood. Let's take a look at some stats on this particular release. It was released back in 2012, so this is not a new release. Concentrations Eau de Parfum. And the nose, of course, is founder and perfumier David Maltz. Now the major notes to this nose, or to this fragrance, first of all, you get cedar, cypress, so you get tons of woods. But the unique thing is you get an accord of like violin varnish. That's what they put in the note breakdown. I would say more of a varnish like accord. Very interesting, I would say, and that's the one thing about this brand is I'm expecting something artistic each time I smell one of these fragrances, and this one definitely goes into that mold of artistic. So let's drain the little sample and let's smell this one. So it's time to drain this little sample. Let's remind me of the introduction. Sample is drained. See you later, Lucky Scent sample. And this scent, wow, this scent, artistic is basically a good word for this one. It smells what it says on the sticker. I smell varnish, which is such an interesting addition to a fragrance. I don't know how he did it. Amazing. I do smell it. Obviously, there's tons of woods. There's a big wallop of woods. There's resins in here. There's pine. It really is a unique scent, especially in the introduction. That varnish is straightforward. It's up top. They really want you to smell that uniqueness. And again, with a lot of fragrance heads, this could be the end of this fragrance. Wash it off. I don't like it. Or you're going to get patient, or you like it, but you're going to get patient. You're going to smell the woods at the end because this doesn't stay the whole time, but it's so unique. The scent starts like Home Depot, like woods. I smell tons of cedar. It smells like hardwood flooring that's just getting a brand new coat of lacquer. That's where I'm going with this one. But for the sake of this review and the imagery of what David wants to talk about this fragrance, let's close my eyes and go into the carpenter's workshop as I smell the shavings on the floor, the stains and varnish just sitting there ready to be utilized, and all kinds of woods across the workshop being used. That is the imagery here. Lots of woods, a lot of stains and varnishes, very unique smells. That's where I gravitate. Like the woods are really good, but the varnish, oil, balsamic smell, I don't know how he did it. Outstanding. So I smell a little cypress here, a little greenery, and a little citrus quality. A lot of woods do give that. And the overall idea of a workshop with the woods, the oils, the varnish, and all kinds of sawdust around it is excellent here. How David effectively made a varnish-like accord here is, in my words, I think is genius. The varnish quality isn't for everyone. May turn some people off. To me, it gives this scent a balsamic quality, almost oily in a way. I also sense a resinous incense-like smoke, but it's cold. So there's not much of a, what I say, like a churchy incense. It's a very cold incense. As for the woods, I get pine, I get heavy cedar, I get cypress. I feel like there's a spice in this introduction here, namely coriander. I know that David likes to utilize coriander, so it's not in the note breakdown, at least I don't think so, but I think it has that, it gives that peppery, nutty, woody aspect in this release. So it gives it another facet to the release, which is something that I wanted to dissect. It wasn't, it's just all varnish and woods, but I really, I felt some sort of spice quality here, which is very interesting. Overall, this opening is unique, well constructed, for a wood-based scent. So anybody that likes wood-based scents but wants something a little unique, I highly recommend this one. Now into the dry down, the scent mellows to a more classic woody scent. The cedar amplifies as the central theme. You get some green aspects as well. The smoky qualities do not engulf the wearer. They are tame, but they're definitely there. There's an earthy backbone here, but still very heavy on the woods. There's a slightly dusty quality in this release. You do lose that varnish here in the dry down, like I said, which removes the unique quality of this scent. But there's still some redeeming quality here, of course, the woody green aspect. The dustiness in the dry down almost kind of smelled like an old wooden chest that just got opened, which goes with the wooden theme. At the end of the day, without overthinking this one, especially to the musically inclined people out there that know these kind of smells, this gives you or brings you to this imagery. It takes you to the place that the name says on the sticker. It's unique, actually very unique and well constructed on that point. It's an art piece, in my opinion, that's very much wearable for the right person. Now let's get into seasons, day, night, versatility, and performance. Seasons. Fall and winter, this is definitely in that realm. I really like this one for fall more than these Canadian winters. I know my winters are much heavier than a lot of you, but I feel like the fall, Canadian fall would be perfect. Day or night, either way. It all depends on your taste right now and what you would like to wear. Versatility, fairly average. I don't see this as an above average or below average. I think that varnish quality, I know, which is the one that's going to really turn some people off personally, especially if you're new in the game. That dissipates, well into the heart. I would say, give it 30 minutes and it's gone. Performance, longevity, we're going to go with 6 to 8 hours. That's what I got on my little sample with average projection. So it's not a beast per se, but very well constructed. And I feel as far as performance goes, not bad at all. At the end of the day, the one word that comes to mind here is creative. 100%. Bowmakers brings me somewhere and it does that well. I have to love the artistic take here. I love the varnish-like opening, which is strange, but that's what I love in scents. I love something that is very unique, especially with woody scents. I've smelt a lot of wood-based scents and I've never smelt anything like this, and that is unique. It pushed the envelope just enough. The woods here are a big part of the scent. They're like 90% of the scent, and it's a very solid woody scent if I have to just look at that portion of the release. I love this one from top to bottom. 100%, this is one of the better releases from the brand of DS and Durga, and I'm not saying that lightly. This is one of my favorite brands in the recent few years. Excellent scent for the right person. I know it would hit a lot of check marks for the right person. Now, if I had to give it a score currently, I'm going to give it a very solid 8 out of 10. And I feel, I'm already like thinking about this, I feel like I'm cutting it short. I think it should go up to a 9. So I personally feel once I get more testing with this one, or full bottle, the more I wear it, the more I'm going to enjoy it, just because of those unique factors. The woods are excellent. It's with the best of the best as far as the woods, if I took just that portion. But it has that unique introduction to the release that makes it even better. So 8 bottles out of 10. We'll see if we're going to see this one later in my videos. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. As always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube.